So, with a brand new year comes brand new Power Rangers comics, and this year we're kicking it off with Mighty Morphin issue number 3. And oh boy, is there a lot to talk about with this issue, because this issue was freaking crazy. So let's take it from the top. So, issue 3 of Mighty Morphin opens up over 10,000 years ago in the past on the planet Bivix, where we see two strange alien bug creatures roaming around the planet, just having fun at the marketplace. But what we later find out is these two alien creatures are actually other alien creatures that we know about called Zordon and Zarius. And what these two guys are doing is basically they're going undercover planet to planet, making sure everything's okay. So it's exactly what Candace is doing in the present, where she's posing as a human but she's really Eltarian, and making sure everything is okay with the planet and there's no extraterrestrial threats or life endangering stuff. So we kind of understand what Candace's job is right now with this flashback, but we also dive deeper into Zordon's past, and Zordon is quite the interesting fellow over 10,000 years ago in the past. So we kind of learn about Zordon's past in this flashback, where he says that his families are farmers on the East Palencia, and everyone in Zordon's family believes, or they have this strong belief, that everyone has an obligation to serve society. So what Zordon does is he's a guardian to pay off his debt to society by protecting everyone. And Zordon says once this is all over, he's going to return to Eltar, start a family, settle down until the days of his life are over. So that's really humble of Zordon. Like, Zordon, so many years ago in the past, he's quite the humble dude, and he doesn't like the warrior life. He's doing it because he believes he's serving society. He's protecting everyone and making the world a better place. And I kind of do like that outlook that young Zordon has many years ago, where he's like, hey, once this is all over, I'm going to settle down, start a family. And we know that doesn't happen with Zordon. He gets his head trapped in it too. But like I said earlier, it's cool to see Zordon's sort of moral compass all those years ago when he was like a teenager like the Rangers. So I really do like that, what Ryan put in there, just learning more about young Zordon. So we then jump to the present day, where we last left off on the big cliffhanger we had in December, where the Rangers were surrounded by the Chaos Putties and the Green Ranger was down for the count. And things aren't looking so good for the Rangers. Adam is strangely targeted by Lord Zedd's floating head and one of the Chaos Putties, and he does something to Adam, and we'll get to that in a bit. So after Adam is attacked by Lord Zedd and his brand new putty, we then cut to the brand new Green Ranger getting the crap kicked out of him. He's getting thrashed around, and then Billy jumps in. He takes out a few Chaos Putties and says to the brand new Green Ranger saying, hey, you've got to get out of here, you're too weak. You can't handle all this chaos energy. Just get out of here and we'll take it from here. So the brand new Green Ranger's like, thanks. Oh, thanks for saving me. And while this is going on, Aisha is watching Billy talk to the Green Ranger. So Aisha kind of knows that something's up, because Billy just jumps in, saves the Green Ranger, and jumps back right into action after the Green Ranger teleports away, while Aisha is watching this all take place. So yeah, Aisha kind of knows what's going on with Billy. She's catching on. And I do like that about how Aisha is written in the comics. Like, she's the smart one in the group. She sort of catches on to everyone's bullshit. Like, she's seeing through everyone's lies. She understands what exactly is going on. Like, she's the smart one in the room right now. She's kind of the reader, and she's just waiting for the stuff to go down with the characters being confronted with everything. That's the way I see it. But I kind of do like how Aisha is the one to catch on to everything happening right now. So while the Rangers are fighting off the putties, mostly Tommy, he's shot in the back by something, and it's later revealed that Adam is the one who shot him, and Lord Zedd did something to him. What Lord Zedd did to Adam is basically he's fucking with his vision. He's making him see things, and what he sees is the Rangers as these monsters, and I really, really love the artwork for this, like, horror hallucination that Adam has, because he pictures the Rangers as monsters, but they're represented by, like, their Zords. So you've got Tommy as a tiger, you've got Kimberly as some sort of bird phoenix, Aisha as a saber-toothed tiger, Billy has some sort of Minotaur and Rocky has a T-Rex, and I really do like that. I really do like the artwork of everything going on. So Aisha's like, I've got a plan, but it might hurt Adam a little bit, and they're like, sure, go for it. And what she does, she kicks Adam in the side of the head, knocking him out. So because Adam's down for the count and things aren't looking good for the Rangers, they're forced to retreat, and this is where Lord Zedd's master plan goes into action. So Lord Zedd is kind of winning for once, like things aren't going the way of how the Rangers hoped they would, and Lord Zedd kind of has the upper hand with his brand new chaos energy. So I like that Lord Zedd is actually winning for once with his brand new powers. So, meanwhile, back at the command center, the Rangers are forced to retreat and recover, and Zordon tells them what's going on, saying these putties have been laced with chaos energy, they're more dangerous, and Tommy's like, we gotta get back in there because they're taking over the entire city, and Zordon's like, hey, we'll go out there as soon as everyone's back at full strength. Right now, and then as soon as he says right now, he's cut off by Alpha, and Alpha says we've finally located the location of the brand new Green Ranger. And where does it lead him? Well, to Promethea, of course. So this is where Zordon and Grace have a confrontation, but before Zordon shows up, we have another Green Ranger fake out where he's in some sort of healing pod like from Dragon Ball Z, and they're like, hey, can we make him demorph? And one of the scientists is like, yeah, we can do that, but it might damage him. So once again, we get another fake out of not finding out who the brand new Green Ranger is. So they're really holding on to this mystery. Like, we're probably not going to find out until next month, like with all the previews and stuff came out. So Zordon shows up and he's like, hey, so I found out you've got the Green Dragon coin. Do you want to give it back to me? And Grace is like, nah, I'm good, fam. And Zordon's like, hey, that green dragon coin, it's powerful. In the wrong hands, it could do some damage. And Grace is just not taking any of that. She's like, yeah, I'm the one who stole the dragon coin for you, but I want to use it for my own good. Right now, humanity needs some protection, and we both want the same thing. We want to keep this planet safe inside and out. And Zordon's like, I don't like that idea. You better return my dragon coin. And Grace is like, hey, once this is all over, we can talk about the situation. Right now, the city's being invaded by putties, and Zordon's like, well, okay, but if you don't return that dragon coin to me, I'm gonna send my rangers after you. And yeah, Grace is like, yeah, whatever, you're same old Zordon. Doesn't bother me. So Grace doesn't give a fuck in this situation, but I really like how Grace stood her ground. She admitted to taking the dragon coin and stuff like that, so I do like the, sort of like the clash of personalities between Grace and Zordon. Like, I do wonder if Grace has some, like, it's kind of alluded to. She doesn't like Zordon for what happened all those years ago on the moon, and has some sort of, I don't know, maybe, I want to say hatred, but doesn't trust his methods and wants to do things her own way, because the Zordon way doesn't always work. So after that, we then get 2 pages focusing on Bulk, Skull, and Candace, and I really like how Ryan writes these characters. I especially love how he writes Bulk and Skull in this comic. Ever since Ryan started doing Go-Go and handling the characters, he's made them shine in their own way, so props to Ryan with how he writes these characters. So the 3 characters are being chased by one of the Psycho Putties, they're cornered, and Skull stands up to the Psycho Putty by socking him right in the face, and it does nothing. He's down for the count. He gets knocked out by one of the Psycho Putties, and Candace comes to the rescue and throws the trash can at the Psycho Putty, taking it out. And I really do like the interaction between Bulk and Skull and Candace, especially how Bulk is still hostile towards Candace because she leads them into a dead end by accident, and Bulk's like, I'm running out of reasons to like you. And as soon as like Candace knocks out the putty, she's like, hey, are you finding reasons to like me now, or are you still hating me? So I really do like how Ryan is writing these characters in the comics, and I can't wait to see more of them, because what we're waiting on for Candace is when she does the reveal to the main cast that she's an Eltarian, because the audience knows, it's just the characters don't know. So we're waiting for that pin to drop in the room when we get that massive reveal, and I'm curious how Ryan is going to handle it when we get there in the next couple of issues. Now this is where the issue gets good, because this is where we get some awesome character drama, and this is character drama that everyone has been watering at the mouth waiting for. So Billy is running some tests on Adam, and Aisha walks in and goes, "How long have you known Billy?" And Billy's like, "Known about what?" And she goes, "The Green Ranger. I saw you talking to him at the concert." So Billy tries to bullshit himself out of his conversation with Aisha by saying, "Hey, of course I was talking to him, I was trying to get him to join our side." And Aisha's like, "No way, I heard everything. I kind of know how Grace got the coin now, you smuggled it out of the command center." And Billy goes quiet, he looks at the ground, nothing but silence from him. And Aisha's like, "How long have you been lying to us, Billy? And if you won't tell us, I'm going to tell Zordon." And Billy's like, "No, don't tell Zordon, don't tell Zordon." And he goes, "Yeah, I was trying to figure a way to recharge the Dragon Coin, and I helped Promethea create the Green Ranger, but it's not what you think." And Aisha goes, "Hey, you've known who this Green Ranger is the entire time, and we were worried, freaking out, thinking this guy wasn't on our side. We thought he was a brand new enemy or something." Well, you know what Aisha's saying. She doesn't word it like that, but saying, "You had us all freaked out that this brand new Green Ranger showed up and we don't know who it is, and you've known the entire time." And Billy's like, "Hey, I promise, I was trying to help." And then Billy goes, "Look, I'm going to tell Zordon. I've tried dozens of times, but I need to do it on my own terms, okay? I promise I'm going to fix this." And then Adam wakes up and kind of interrupts the entire flow of the conversation, ending it there. So yeah, Billy has found out about the Green Ranger and he knows who it is, so that's something. So I kind of like how this scene went down with Aisha confronting Billy. I thought the whole team would confront him, but I really do like these one-on-one confrontations that the characters have. Kind of like when Jason woke up in Necessary Evil and Tommy was right in front of him, giving him that death stare that he was lied to this entire time while Jason was out in space. So I like that. I like that when characters confront each other on their problems, and Billy owns up to it. Like, he tries to bullshit himself out of the conversation at first, but he owns up to it and says, "I'm going to fix this, I just need to do it on my own terms." So I like that development that Ryan is giving Billy. So the issue ends with Lord Zedd commanding all his putties to fuse together to form one giant Chaos Putty. And then it ends with the Rangers going into battle with their Megazords, and that's the cliffhanger for this issue. A pretty solid cliffhanger for this issue. I mean, it didn't have any crazy cliffhangers, but I kind of like it how they're jumping into battle and it says "to be continued" at the end. So I can't wait for next month, because next month I believe it's finally going to be the reveal of the all-new Green Ranger, which some of us has kind of known about for the longest time, but it could be a fake out, who knows, it could be a fake out, but either way, I really enjoyed this issue. I think Ryan did a solid job. The art was top notch and I really enjoyed the art. I really love the art for Mighty Morphin in this comic, so props to the artist and props to Ryan for writing this. Props to everyone involved on this comic. So I want to give this issue a solid 10 out of 10. I loved it quite a fair bit, and I can't wait to see where it goes next month. And with that said, that brings this review of Mighty Morphin issue number 3 to a close. Tell me what you guys thought of this issue in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, I'd love to hear your opinions. With that said, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that join button if you want to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, bye!